yeah. Oh, just look at me. Ain't I a sight to see?
Fucking minute. It's okay. It's on silent this time since Nick wants it on silent.
Yeah. I guess. Hold on. I just still want to sync with the.
Whoa! Holy fuck!
Oh yeah, because it's gonna pick that up. Do you still put your headphones in?
Yeah, motherfucker.
How's that gonna work?
Why the fuck are you doing that, man?
Do you have to have the USB thing plugged in there for your headphones?
Why the resolution is so fucking low.
You notice that? I mean, it's not gonna matter for us. It's gonna matter for you.
Oh my god.
We girth, man.
Oh my god.
No, we girts,
Oh my
bro.
You be gurking.
Oh my
we
god.
girts.
Is it bad?
Oh, here you go. This shows a spider on a thing of grapes, and it says black widow spider found in a container of grapes. Another reason to not be vegan: you never find spiders in a pack of bacon. Here you go. You know shit's about to hit the fan when your Labrador is strapped. Shows a lab with a pistol on it.
I think it's right. We just do a podcast like it. That's
Fuck yeah.
well, that's the Let's Play as a separate.
This sounds like Mark right here. Once I learn someone hates me, I make sure and go out of my way to piss them off more because that's what adults do.
Yep, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
So now we got that little intro out of the way. Welcome to the third episode of the. I guess we're gonna rename it to the Ramblish podcast.
Well, you can still name yours, but that's what mine's named.
Nah, we'll just name it as that. It's easier.
Why not? Because we ramble on about the randomest of shits we never follow.
Right, how is this episode 3? I thought it was episode 2.
Well, it's episode 3 of Drunk Otaku, but we're renaming it to the Ramblers podcast.
Yeah. Because
Confusing as fuck.
It is gonna be confusing as fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck that shit.
So anyway, host for today, I'm Nick.
I'm Steven. Mark's over there drinking a Dr. Pepper. So we'll ignore his ass.
There you
Are
are.
you really timing this shit this time?
I mean, a little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to keep it under an hour.
Why? What's the fun in that?
Me editing?
Yeah, that's your problem.
Exactly.
I think we went over this the last time.
Yeah, we
What
did
is
go
this
over this last
for?
time. That's the XLR cable, but we need the amp. And Adam has the amp.
Yeah, Adam doesn't like it right now because y'all supposedly decided
And
to
topic of the day. We'll let that one
You're
go.
gonna share that fucking cookie, right?
No,
There's two of
fuck
them.
you. Broke ass bitch.
Hey, I never said I was broke. No one just wanted me to pay them money because no one told me to bring money. I just have a card. I don't think it'll go through Mark's butt crack or Nick's butt crack.
Butt crack money. So,
Strip clubs.
Yeah.
Right? I've dated a stripper. My sister's been a stripper. Ain't that some shit? Thank you, Mark.
So you're dating a stripper?
No, I was. I don't know if you ever
Oh.
met Whitney, the one that was one of Bill's workers. She was a
Oh.
stripper. Yeah.
Yeah, the one that was kind of crazy.
hey, Mark just wants to go get milk. Bye!
And for your correction, I dated a lot of crazy, so that does not narrow it down. Asshole saying she was
At
crazy.
all.
Yeah. A lot of my ex-girlfriends were crazy.
Alright, isn't everybody's?
Yeah. Mine a little more. But hey, maybe that's why I'm single right now. Who knows? I don't care.
Oh,
I get more important shit, like a podcast to do.
exactly. Yeah, everything's more important. We have a podcast.
Oh, seriously.
I got time for dating and I got a podcast.
I gotta do a podcast. I'm about to start doing a stop motion. About to start doing a whole studio worth of stuff. And on top of that, I'm trying to rebuild 2 to 3 different cars right now.
So you want to talk about the stop motion thing?
Are we on our first topic
Okay.
yet?
No.
Sort of.
We're rambling on right now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's the main topic of the whole episode.
Because I know Nick has a topic, and then my topic kind of falls in.
You just want to go into that?
Which one? Your topic or mine kind of falling into it?
Let's go start with the one I have.
Okay, go
So,
ahead.
I guess YouTube did that whole thing where they started demonetizing videos based on, I guess,
Oh,
where-
question. What the fuck's demonetizing?
So,
Removes the commercial
your moves
from the
commercials
video.
that allows people to make money off a YouTube video.
So people are not making money off YouTube.
Basically.
Basically, like if there's,
I'm
if-
glad I have a real job. I want to make money.
and this goes into the conversation I had online about this. So basically, I guess YouTube's the whole, like, if there's a ad sponsors that go into your video and they feel uncomfortable, they don't like it, whatever, they can demonetize your video. Ergo, you're not gonna make any more money off that video. Now there's some YouTuber people who are up in arms about it, be pissy about it, blah blah. Like, and me and Mark talked about this earlier. The whole, like, if you're big enough of a YouTuber, you shouldn't really be having to worry about this too much, because you probably already have some kind of something on the side, whether some other business or something else that ties into your channel that you don't have to worry about making the money too much. Like, I understand why people are being upset about it.
Like all three of us actually having a real job and doing YouTube for fun.
I'm never gonna monetize anything.
Huh?
I think I have one video on here that's monetized, but that's not because I wanted to. That's because of the whole like copyright thing from, I think it was Konami or somebody.
Well, I know I've done like over the years, ever since I was little, I've done YouTube videos. I've never ever.
No, there's no point for it, because the thing is, to me,
I do it for fun.
Well, that was the whole thing. Even like when YouTube first started, that was the whole point of YouTube.
I remember that too.
When it first started, it wasn't point. It was like they weren't looking at people to make money. That just came in after YouTube became like a bigger medium source.
It's like people make money off the stupidest shit now.
But anyway, but going to the whole reason, like I'm kind of thought this is a topic. I really don't care that they're demonetizing people's videos. My whole thing is, you should not have to be solely relying on YouTube as your source of income.
Yeah, become a stripper.
I mean, push comes to shove. Push comes to shove. Yes, become a stripper. I mean,
why not?
But no, I got a conversation. It was a Otaku article. They were talking about some YouTuber kid. I don't even know how his name is. Oh, you know who the heck he is?
Was it the one you sent me a screenshot of?
Yeah, but again, I can't remember the actual guy, the guy's name.
And that one chick was getting pissy at you saying Target was a real job.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
more real than you got, bitch.
Which is funny because she works at a Best Buy. I looked at she looked at my profile apparently to look at where I worked. So I was like, where the hell do you work? So I clicked my profile. Top thing, it says, oh, I work at a Best Buy. I'm like,
good job. That's a step.
All right, you beat me. You get the one up on me.
That's a step up.
Yeah, no, people are getting pissy about it because I was talking about like, oh no, I's YouTuber who can't make money off video no more. I has to go get a real job. It was like, man, you don't know all the work that they put into promoting themselves, building their brand, connecting to people, blah blah. It's like,
how about for those people that say that? How about you try running a real job and doing that at the same time? Because technically, that's what I'm about to start doing.
Yeah.
Kind of have already started doing, and then that's what we're kind of doing with this right here.
Oh, that's what I was even doing beforehand. Like with the channel before, I was working. I was working at Target, working wherever else, trying to, making the time to record my videos, making the time to edit. Again, I'm having to record everything myself, having to edit everything myself.
Well, that's like, I guess we're still stuck on that topic, but I'm about to start doing a stop motion, let's play kind of funny Minecraft thing, and probably a bunch of other stuff like little side podcasts and all that. And I'm gonna run like a whole kind of YouTube page that does a bunch of stuff, but I'm not doing it for money. I'm doing it because that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
And I'm still keeping my regular job, going back to college in January, and then still doing all this for fun. So I might get like 3 hours of sleep a night, but it's because what I want to do. I'm not doing it to make money.
No, it's just something that you yourself want to do.
Yeah. Because I used to make stop motions when I was a little kid. And this actually, I've always loved stop motions. I've loved Gundams as all, so I'm going to do a Gundam stop motion.
Yeah.
When I was a little kid, I made 1 or 2, 3 here and there. But they were never that good because I was like 12, 11 when I made them. And now that I'm old enough and I know how to do things and all that, I feel like I can make them actually really good and make them better than some of the people that are making some now.
Yeah.
Except for there's one dude, I think it's Counter 655. He does amazing videos. I want to make them just as amazing as him, but I want to add like voices and stories to mine. He doesn't have voices and stories.
Is it straight stop motion? No.
Well, no, it's not just strict stop motion. Like I'll have to show you afterwards, but it's actually pretty cool stuff. But like I actually want a story and make seasons and seasons and all that. But all this I'm going to be doing while I'm doing a full-time job, while I'm going to college, and while I'm trying to do everything else I do. Yeah. But it's because I want to do it. I'm not looking to jump on YouTube and make money. I don't care. I can make it not a single dime off of it. I don't care. I just want to do it because that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
It's a hobby, I guess you could call it.
And that's, like, again, that goes to the whole, when YouTube first started, it was just so you just like, oh, I had this very funny thing. I just want to show people. You just put it up. And that's it. You weren't people, you weren't doing it just to make money and all that. But the thing is, to me, I think it's
like, I remember one of the very first YouTube things I ever saw. I mean, I know many people, this probably is the first for them too, was Smosh, when they did that Pokemon.
My first time was like Red vs. Blue.
Mine was watching Smosh do that Pokemon theme song thing.
Yeah.
Look at them now. When they first started, I guarantee you that they were doing their regular jobs and all that, and they grew into what they are now.
Yeah.
Which I give those people credit because they actually do a lot of stuff. Like they do when they do their videos, it's not some little thing as a hobby. They actually have to find people to do like find sets, make sets, find places, hire actresses and actors for that. If you're doing that, then I get making money off YouTube because you're pretty much making TV stuff, just not putting it on TV.
Yeah.
So I get when people do that, but the people who do like little bitty just let's play stuff or little bitty stuff that they just do out of their room, out of their house, and expect to make money off of that, that's stupid. Now, if you actually put forth the effort of, like, I know me and Mark watch Raka Raka.
Yeah.
They hire people. They actually rent cranes.
Oh no! I've seen the behind. I've seen like the behind scenes videos how they set everything up.
People that do that, and really they kind of do it mainly for fun too. But if they get paid for it, I understand that because they're doing a lot of effort.
Then who knows how much early on, how much of their money they had spent put in their own money to put into that.
Yeah. I respect people like that, but the people that get pissy that don't even put that much effort into it, that just make little bitty out of the room videos, need to get over it. Or the people like you talking about, that one chick that was complaining to you even though she probably has nothing to do with YouTube.
Yeah.
She just watches videos. You don't have a voice unless you actually are a YouTuber.
Yeah.
If you are an actual YouTuber that makes videos that put forth your own money and, you know, making money off of your stuff helps because you put forth your own, then I can get your complaint. But if all you do is you watch videos and then you complain on that topic, you have no say-so and your opinion does not matter.
Well, to me, because that just falls under, it's like, okay, you're just being argumentative because you're a fanboy.
Pretty much.
That's the whole conversation, the whole, like, all the replies I was getting after my whole after I made that comment, literally everybody was just mentioning it, or not even mentioning it, it's just, they all just came off as, like, more...
Yeah, fan people.
You're a fanboy.
Yeah.
That's all it was really coming off as.
Yeah.
So, like, say, I wasn't really paying attention. Like, yeah, I was replying to it, like, I think I made, like, one giant long comment reply to it. It's like, obviously I don't, like, really care. But, like, I'm in middle class.
Yeah.
And
then, like, stay off of Facebook, though.
I mean, granted, like, I have my phone on silent, but, like, I just constantly hear, like, a buzz.
Oh, you feel it in your
Yeah,
pocket?
I feel like the vibration on my pocket. I'm like, what the hell's going on? I look at it, it's like, oh.
I'm trying to take this test and my pocket's vibrating.
I mean, it's only, like, the second week, so I wasn't taking the test, thankfully.
Well,
But, I mean, even then, it was, like, the fact that, you know, you're even replying to this, like, do you really not have anything else to do than to go through and scour through all these comments, and if someone talks bad about this person, you're like, oh, you don't know anything.
Well, neither do you.
No.
That's why I stay out of stuff like that. A lot of people tend to voice their opinion about stuff they know nothing about.
Oh, yeah.
And they get mad at you for making a small comment, and they still know nothing about it, but they think they do.
Oh, well, there's one comment where someone told me, it's like, you're very poor at making arguments, blah, 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 and because your things are short and blah, blah. It's like, I'm not trying to be good at making an argument.
No,
the whole thing is I shouldn't have to make an argument, period.
Yeah. But people love arguments in this world.
Well, especially when it comes to Facebook.
Doing?
He's looking at wallpaper.
Wallpapers.
That's why I that's why I don't have a Facebook and I stay off of Facebook, is mainly just because I find Facebook annoying and useless.
Yeah.
I have an Instagram, but I'm not going to put that out there because I don't want people... Well, actually,
but
I don't have a personal one anymore. I just have my one that I build stuff in my garage on.
Oh.
But, yeah, so...
But what about your DMs? Do you need to be open?
What do you mean fucking DMs? I'm confused.
Don't worry about
well, like,
it.
Well, if you're talking about, like, when people can get in touch with me, whenever I make the, my YouTube channel, which I already have my own personal YouTube channel, but when I make one for the studio that I'm going to do all my stuff for, I don't know if I'm going to call it Heavy Arm Studio or R4R Studio, which is Rebels for Redemption Studio, which both of those have a certain context behind them, but I'm not going into that right now. But when I do, I'm going to make, like, its own personal Facebook. I guess I'll have to make
the
one.
Totoro.
Yeah. But I'll have to make its own personal Facebook, its own personal Instagram, its own email, so that way people get in touch if they need to. But on the same time, if anyone emails me like a comment bitching about something, I'm just going to ignore it because I just don't care.
Well, what's the point of replying to it?
Yeah. I don't care enough about people bitching at me. Now, if it's someone telling me that, oh, what you do is cool, or hey, I got this opinion or something, or hey, maybe you should do this, I'll read it and I'll take it into consideration. What if it's someone messaging me saying, hey, you suck, your opinion on this is bullshit, yada yada, I'm just going to be like, okay, cool. Don't care.
Yeah.
Mark, are you going to put any 2 cents in this, any of your opinion? Because you're kind of over there just looking at wallpapers.
I don't really have a
opinion for that whole thing.
For this one.
Me and well, when you and me were talking about it earlier, you're kind of just pretty much agreeing with what the stuff I have mentioned.
I'm neutral in the matter. That was cute.
Well, for once, you're actually fucking neutral.
Yeah, basically.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Like this one is just, I don't like it because it's censorship. Essentially, that's
Well,
what it is.
and that's the
I'm
part
100%
I
against
understand.
that. But two, I don't like make money off of YouTube, so I have no input.
Yeah.
So I'm just neutral about it.
Fuck censoring. I hate when people censor
Now,
stuff.
there's that part of the whole, like, this whole new process that YouTube is doing. That part I understand what people are being upset about. But
Yeah.
the one thing...
Don't censor good content.
But the one thing that people are being upset about is the whole, they're demonetizing videos. That's the one thing people are being upset about more often than anything else.
They should
Now,
be more
here's
upset
my
about
thing.
the
If it's-
censorship.
Here's my opinion on that again, which is going to come into effect. If it's a YouTuber who has been demonetized and they're getting pissed about it, I understand that. Some fanboy that has nothing to do with it getting pissed about it, they need to go shovel a ditch or something because it's not has to do with them. Now the actual YouTubers that who actually make videos and were being paid for or not, but now they're being demonetized for it, I understand that. They have every single right to do whatever they feel like most about it. The ones that have nothing to do with it, that just watch the videos, they need to stay out of it because it has nothing to do with it. Which is kind of the same sense we do because we have nothing to do with it. We're just voicing our opinion anyways. But
No.
I like being contradicting. It's fun.
So the whole point of this is be contradictive to what we're
Yeah,
saying.
it's like one voice in my head says this and the other one's contradicting it, so I'm like two
God, don't you
personalities.
fucking hate it when people make podcasts about one subject? Fucking hate those assholes.
Well, apparently that was not us last week. This week it kind of is, I guess. But
Well, not really.
Not really.
We've only been going on for 8 minutes about this whole thing.
What?
Seems like longer than that. Anyway.
No, it's only been
Yeah,
really
Mark,
six-
you're not even in this right now because you're
Yeah,
too
because
busy.
I don't have a top. I don't really have any input on this one. Next topic.
Next topic. I don't really have anything else to talk about. I don't know if you want to talk more about the stop motion thing,
I'm gonna get a.
or if you want to hold off on talking about that.
No,
until
I
we
can
have-
talk about it. Like it's in like pre-production because I'm still coming up with the story. I think I have a good story behind it, but it's like the beginning off. It's kind of close to the end of all the wars of all the Gundam series, yada yada, and there's 3 different factions ruling the planet and all that, and they're all fighting for power. But there's a new power source that supposedly was made a long time ago that would help rebuild the planet, and that's what it kind of is. It's like all 3 factions are fighting for it, and yet and there's like I said, it's very pre-production, but it's gonna be something along those lines. I'm not gonna make it like most stop motions where they follow one of the already written stories.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna use a lot of the models.
Gotcha.
But hey, I've already repainted one. I bought 2 that I was actually working on today before I came over here. I was putting together painting. But that's pretty much it on that one. Really, it's gonna be a long, hard process because I'm literally gonna build everything myself out of wood and all that. But it's gonna be worth it because, like I said, it's something.
You're talking about like all this for the sceneries and
Yeah.
sets and everything.
And one
like
thing I'm
that.
gonna try to do is I love the actual live scenery stuff, like when people actually go out and use actual nature. Because Joshua Gudamu, who's one of the channels I watch, he's in one of his second episodes. He actually went to a lake and was actually using the lake as a scenery, and I love that. Versus you making a set and using it, it's not bad, but I like actual natural shit.
Yeah.
It's just that's gonna make it a lot harder because you have the time of day and the heat, and weather, and all that. But it's gonna be worth it. I just need a lot of voice actors, which I only have like me, you, Mark. Martin. Derek said he would, but Derek I don't think has the potential. But hey, Derek's gonna listen to this, so Derek, if you do, awesome, bud. If not, it's okay.
Oh, so I don't have to censor out their voices this time, their names this
No.
time. I
Well, you only did that once. I've listened to it. You did it once and then never again.
Well, no, because it's the only name that you mentioned.
I mentioned Martin.
Yeah, that's the only name I mentioned.
Yeah, but I mentioned his name twice because I was listening to it.
Was it twice?
Yeah, you first time I heard beep, and the second time I go, yeah, me and Martin, and you didn't beep.
Oh, darn. Okay, so then that didn't go over.
yeah,
And,
dipshit.
yeah.
It's okay. You don't have to censor anything. Why is that a guy, Mark? That's weird.
Mm.
You're really weird.
Mm.
I don't know. Okay. I don't know. You already deleted it. You knew what I was talking about.
It's like DeviantArt. I don't even know what it like. Apparently, I have 10,000 messages.
Good for you,
I'm
man.
just deleting them.
But
Delete.
But like, there's gonna be more I want to do with the channel. I want to just do a lot of stuff just to have fun, but we'll see. We'll see where it goes. The channel and the YouTube and the Instagram page. Like I said, if y'all want to be part of it, more than welcome. Like I know this is gonna be like Mark calls me a tool from last podcast, but I'm thinking I might get back into Minecraft and do like the adventure of two dimwits, which is gonna be me and Martin, because Martin sucks at it, since no one else I know actually plays Minecraft anymore. But that's something I want to get back into. But granted, I can't have. I only play Minecraft for like 10 minutes. I'm already bored with it, so I don't know if I'm actually gonna do that. But yeah, that's gonna go. And there's gonna be, like I said, there's these podcasts. I'm gonna do like miniature kind of podcasts because Mark knows this, for instance, but there's a lot. Martin has a lot of stories he does. So I'm gonna do story time with Martin. And yeah, so that's gonna go on. There's a bunch of other stuff to do with that channel, just because I want to and I feel like I can. Plus, when you're single and all your friends just do the same thing you do, you might as well go with it.
True.
But
Is that right, Mark?
Me.
Me.
Yeah. Mark might like this next topic but I was gonna come up with, but I don't want to go back to bringing up work. But it was what happened this week. I got complained on twice. The first time was a guy tried driving into the bay, and I go, no, and I was doing this with my hand because I was by the computer, and he bitched and complained to the manager that I was rude to him, even though you aren't even fucking paying attention.
There we are.
He is.
Okay, even though it says, please wait for attendance and do not drive your vehicle in. And yet he got pissed because he started driving in, and I put my hand up and yelled, no. Because since we are not allowed to let people do that, something bad happens, we all can get fired for it.
Yeah, because you're held liable.
And so he starts bitching, saying I was being rude to him, and complained. And granted, he was already pissed because he wanted an inspection. We didn't have an inspector there, so he was kind of like, yeah. So he can piss off. Another one was a guy yesterday. We had two vehicles that we just pulled in, one vehicle out. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes per vehicle. He was the fourth vehicle, and he's like, well, I need an oil change. This. I was like, okay, and I started walking away because he stopped talking. And he goes, well, I need also, and so I stopped. I go, okay, what can we help you with? And I let him finish. I'm like, all right, I have seen side. It'll be about 25 minutes till we get to you because you got three vehicles ahead of you.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, I can't wait for that. He got all pissed. He jumped in his vehicle, drove away. Not even 5 minutes later, he calls on the phone and complains, saying I was walking away from him when he was trying to tell me that we needed to check his differentials. I looked at my boss. I was like, no, I was walking away because he stopped talking. Then I stopped, stepped back towards him, listened, and then when he was finally done, I walked away.
Yeah.
It's a Saturday. We're busy as hell because it's Labor Day weekend. Yeah, and my main point was he was not man enough to complain there in front of me.
Yeah.
He had to call like a little bitch. But Mark knows all about that.
Yeah.
Don't got no time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ho.
Mark, you need to come up with a topic.
I don't
really
do topics.
He's good for input.
Y'all are supposed to have the topics.
Well, that was one of the topics. I was waiting for your input on that.
I'm just like, no, I'm gonna Google search something. Okay, we're now gonna do random topic of the day. Yay!
Yay! Here's where I cue the music for random topic.
News. And first article is
Captures. What?
Google Maps has now.
No, you want to hear what's funny?
One employee's bad day at work.
Oh no.
Yeah, fuck you, Google Maps. What's funny is that there was a picture saying that Donald Trump has had more press conferences or whatever in Mexico than Hillary Clinton has in America. Thought that was funny.
Because his factories are down there.
And he's trying to make him pay for the wall. Remember that?
Yeah. We want to build this wall, but I need you to pay for it.
See, we can't really talk about sports because neither one of y'all are into sports. But Colin Kaepernick's a faggot. Just throwing that out there.
Oh, so unless it's wrestling, then I can talk about it.
Have you been watching those videos that UFC's posting about the evolution of Punk?
I saw the first episode. I haven't seen the second or third yet.
Yeah, they're actually pretty good. Well, no, Colin Kaepernick's a little bitch for sitting and kneeling during the pledge. Stand the fuck up and pledge allegiance to the flag of the country you're in, bitch. That's all I gotta say about that topic. Moving on.
Yeah. Taking on to you were talking about the CM Punk video thing. So, because that fight's next week.
Oh, it is next week?
That's next week. The 10th?
Don't fucking ask me.
These subjects suck.
Yeah, the 10th. Well, wait, but we're talking about the CM Punk fight.
Yeah, we already went to a new topic, Mark, so fuck you. Continue.
So, anyway, like, one of the things I thought I find it, like, extremely hilarious now is, and again, this goes to me growing up with wrestling. Growing up, especially, like, in the 90s and all that, you really didn't know, like, how stuff is in the back or, like, how behind the scenes and, stuff in the business is.
Yeah.
You just see what you see on TV.
Yeah.
So the thing is, to me, I thought it was really funny, like, with the way dirt sheets are now with wrestling, and just the way reporter or just journalists are with it now. Back when CM Punk was the main champion for WWE, when he was still with them, everybody loved him. Everybody was so behind him. You couldn't find one person who didn't like him.
Tits.
But now all of a sudden, after he left WWE, and yeah, but they're fake, aren't they?
I don't know. There's no nipple.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, anyways.
Anyway, but ever since then he left, and then like he came out about like how much he was actually mistreated with the company, or like how their medical staff is with actual other wrestlers and all that.
I kind of don't pay attention to that.
Well, either way, my thing is, my real spiel with this going on is the whole. It's funny how everybody pretty much turned on him, and everybody hates him now for some reason.
I still
Granted,
support
there's
him.
those few people who like still like him. Like I bet if
I support him because he's doing the thing I support most is he's doing what he loves.
Yeah.
And that to me is more important than anything in the world. Doing what you love in this life should be your main priority instead of what people think or what people care about.
Yeah.
Because fuck them. Do what you enjoy in life and what makes you happy.
Well,
If you're not doing that, and you're not doing what makes you happy, you're not going to have a fun life.
No. Well, funny on that because like he even mentioned the whole that he's pretty sure that like either way buy rates might be good for the show anyway because either one, people are gonna buy it to see how well he does, or B,
Or
people
how
are gonna buy it.
it's
Yeah. He's like it's either A, people are gonna tune in to support me, or people are gonna tune in to see my ass get kicked.
Yeah.
And he's
So
completely,
it helps.
yeah. He's like I'm okay with either one.
Yeah. But he's, like, from what I've watched of it, he's doing it because, like he said in one of his videos, if it was more popular, more around when he was a little kid, he probably would have went into it before he did wrestling. Because he talked about how he stood out and stuff, which I kind of understand the feeling because I know back when I was in high school, I knew everybody. I was not friends with everybody, but I was acquainted with everybody, but I never fit into one group.
Yeah.
So I kind of get what he's coming from on that point. Are you really?
So this, you can do this.
50 argument essay topics.
Is global climate change man-made? Fuck if we know. We'll be dead by the time it has anything to do with this planet.
No. It was aliens.
I'm not saying there's aliens.
But
There's
aliens.
aliens.
Is the death penalty effective?
Fuck
Sure,
yeah,
why
it
not?
Yes. No.
Actually, what I think we should do is make it even more effective. Basically saying just
If you
shoot
kill
somebody.
an insect, you get killed.
No.
Something like that. Okay.
No, just shoot people.
Okay. Oh, firing squad again.
No, like just go out and shoot people.
Like literally
Purge.
just
Yeah, there you go.
a yearly purge.
Yeah, but instead of
Give me
being
another one of those.
instead of being called purge, it's just go out and shoot somebody.
Shot.
That's-
Everybody.
Shot.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that really bad joke about that?
What?
No.
Back when that nightclub got shot up.
Oh.
What do you go in or like? I forgot what the joke was. Derek told me. It was like, what does this person go into a club and buy everybody shots or something? Like, I remember the joke. It was really funny.
Anywho, is our I'm not getting into politics because fuck politics. The colleges put too much stock in. I don't what.
Yeah.
Okay, is torture ever acceptable? Fuck yeah,
Yes.
it is.
Yes.
Torture is always the answer.
Kind of like when your sister pinches you.
Torture is always the answer.
Should men get
Wait,
penalty leave?
fraternity leave.
Oh
Seriously?
yes.
But they already did that. Most
No,
places do.
some do, but not everybody does.
Oh,
it.
really?
Yeah,
Everybody
a lot
does
of
it for
places
women.
don't do it.
Oh, I know
Like if
some
your
places
wife
that do.
gets pregnant, you don't get paternity leave for your wife, even though that kind of shitty because so that means your wife is at home by herself.
With the kid, and most of the times after the
Well, I
pregnancy,
know, like usually, I know most. Like I've heard of places like when the kid comes, you get like a few days off
Like,
of work.
I think Coke just started doing it a couple of years ago.
giving the men's fraternity leave.
Yeah, I think just started it. Is a lottery a good idea?
Why not?
I don't see why it's a bad idea.
I don't either.
Do we have we have no discrepancy.
I don't know, really, nothing really.
That's politics. Not getting
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
screw
get
that.
Do
No.
curfews keep no? That,
No.
No,
Oh,
curfews don't do shit.
That's like just saying, does gun control work? Same thing.
However, I'm trying to think like an actual counter. There's
In what
no counter
context
to
is
that.
cheating? Like, do they mean like cheating?
Hold on, I
like,
think we're still staying on the curfews.
Oh,
So I was on the curfew thing because even the same thing with me growing up. As long as my parents knew where I was at, or like as long as I let them know like about every other hour or so where I'm at,
Shit, your parents were different. Mine, I just came home when I came home.
See, I mean, the whole thing
My
is with
parents
everything is that you're basically saying, hey, don't cross that line.
I just
However-
crossed it. What are you gonna do, bitch?
However, I also feel like the curfew thing also goes into a parent-child relationship.
See, I figured it was referring to the,
Actually, city-made curfew comes in.
yeah, because if it's a city one, no. If it's a parents one, it depends on the parents and how well their
Again, how well your relationship is with your
parenting
kid.
is.
Yeah, I remember my sister was arrested one time for past curfew.
It's
We
cheating
lived-
out of
We
control.
lived in
I'm assuming that means like
on test
no.
relationships.
Yes.
Yeah. Next topic.
Okay. That was easy.
Sorry.
Are we-
We're building these things so quickly.
Are we too dependent on computers? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was easy.
I keep saying let's bring back the carrier pigeon, but no one
Man.
wants to do it with me.
No,
These-
no,
these are
uh,
controversial.
Messenger era.
No, fucking carrier pigeon. I want fucking carrier pigeon.
Are parents clueless about children's parents on the internet?
Yes.
Hold on. We'll do something right
Oh God, what are you
Wait,
doing?
Nick, we should probably leave because the cops are probably gonna.
Well,
be
the
coming.
screen's not being captured.
No, I meant though, like you know how they monitor.
Oh, are you looking? Oh.
I really want. I was really hoping someone had like, there it is.
Say, hold on, no, save the picture. Save the picture. I'll put it up on the video.
Child predator.
These are motherfuckers we gotta watch out for. You.
Holy shit! I like how out of that one picture, look at the rest of them. You should probably add costume at the end of it. That way it pops up.
See, I was hoping there'd be more of that one.
Yeah, but we're talking about today's day and age.
Anywho, okay, should animals be used for research?
Well, can we? Well, how about we use humans and animals at the same time? You know, just why not?
I mean, I guess if you get the animal's signature for okay, then yeah. I'll
You
see
need
why
the
not.
you need the animal's consent, just
Yeah.
like for sex. You need the animal's consent.
Yeah, I don't see why
Not,
not.
not animal wise. Sorry.
Yeah, just have them sign the piece of paper
Yeah,
and you're good to go.
Little
Yeah,
hand
yeah.
paw print.
Yeah.
Paw print.
You know, an animal didn't give his son consent.
Free Willy?
Harambe.
Oh, we're not bringing that up.
No.
Should cigarette smoking be banned?
No, let people do it. I don't smoke cigarettes, but I smoke cigars.
The only thing I say is that there should be a cigarette smoking section.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it should be absolutely banned, but I don't think, like, say you like to smoke, but I hate cigarette smoke. You shouldn't be allowed to just sit next to me and just start going.
Yeah. Well, I understand not doing it
It's
inside
like-
anymore, but
Are cell phones dangerous?
No.
Yes.
I like my
No.
penis cancer with my
No.
phone.
the
No.
users are dangerous.
Cell phones are not dangerous. Dumbasses
Yeah,
are
okay,
dangerous.
yeah.
It's not a tumor.
Can we skip that next one because that one
Yeah.
starts so much shit.
That's political, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are test scores a good indicator of school's No.
No.
That's
Because I've known some people that actually
Competency.
they always bomb tests, but they are 10 times smarter than anyone ever knew.
and vice versa.
Yeah.
'Cause
Well, here's the other thing: some schools will even alter the test result itself, so that way it makes them look good. There's been some schools here in this city who've done stuff like that.
Well, there's also
Yeah.
people that they suck in class, but they cheat on tests. And or like Mark's or like what I said a minute ago. I've known people that they get test anxiety, and so they don't do good, but they'll be one of the street smarts and book smarts people I ever knew. But when it
Yeah.
comes to tests, they just either one didn't give a fuck because it's a test, or two they were test anxiety. Like, oh my god, this is so important, it made them fritz and all that.
Okay, so the next one is: do we have a throwaway society?
What the fuck?
Oh yeah,
does
yeah.
that
See, that's why
mean?
you looked up the definition for it.
Throwaway society is a human society strongly influenced by consumerism. So yes, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Considering how they release a new phone, they release pretty much new everything every year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
and
I'm
we
okay
will
with the phone.
literally just drop what we have. People look at me funny because this phone is like fucking 4 years old. It's a Galaxy Note 2, and people are like,
Oh, which
"Why
is
are
funny.
you still using that?"
Well, no, because like this one's actually like the phone I have is supposed to be like a year or two old. When I was talking to the dude at when I went to the branch, I was like, I see something good camera. It's like, what's the best one with the camera? And then he showed me like the ones. He's like, yeah, but I really don't want a brand new model.
Yeah,
I feel bad because my phone's only a few months old.
It's okay.
yeah, but how long did you have the phone before that?
Oh, fuck if I know.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I still got like flip phones in the
No,
drawer at
I'm,
the house.
I'm referring
Yeah.
about people who literally every year
upgrade
their phone,
Yeah.
and then they're just piled on by cell phone debt because they don't pay fucking attention, saying you still are paying on that old phone you had. You never
That's
pay
how
that old
people, that's
phone
how
off.
people get into debt.
It's
But
funny.
hey, I'm okay with
my
people-
mom's probably one of those because she likes to buy like the newer Samsung phones, and then like
So
she gets
stupid.
hold on, then
I'm
she
a-
gets it, and she ends up like, well, I don't know how to use this. I don't like it.
I'm
I'll go back
okay
to
with
the
people
one.
throwing away some of their shit because when you get the older, like not even a year old to 2 year old shit that's really cheap but
Yeah.
it's really good and useful, I'm with that.
Okay, so the next couple of questions are basically about children. So first one is child behavior better or worse than it was a year ago?
Fuck,
It
it's
doesn't matter.
worse.
They're
Doesn't
always
matter.
little shits. They're always going to be little shits, and so it's just going to get worse.
Parents need to learn
You-
how to
yeah.
discipline children, not let them run
The
wild.
point is, it's shit. Should companies market to children?
They
Fuck
already do.
no.
No.
Toy
Jesus
companies
Christ.
do. Toy companies do.
That's a toy company, but nothing, everything else should know. No.
Tastes
No.
like happy.
It should be all busty women in bikinis. There you go. That should be in every ad.
No, because then you're catering to the children. They want that milk titty.
Should the government have a say in our diet? Fuck no. That's governmental bullshit. We're not getting that.
I'll eat bacon as much as I want. God damn it! It's the American way.
Does access to condoms prevent teen pregnancy?
No.
Nope.
Oh my god.
That's why it's
What are these
underutilized.
questions?
Does access to condoms lead to irresponsible, dangerous, and bad behaviors? Yeah, sure. Why not?
No, because then you can use it for blood balloons. That's how you get that fake CG. That's how you like do fake movie effects without having to use CG computer stuff.
Are actors and professional athletes paid too much?
Yes, absolutely yes.
Now, this is going to be controversial because I say no. You want to hear why?
I say it depends.
Okay,
You
I want to
know
hear.
why?
I want to hear your end.
Okay, so you're in the middle, so basically you don't really give a fuck about this. He says yes, I say
I'd say
no.
they are.
Because think about it, the whole reason why they're paid that much is because dumbasses are paying for shit. That's literally why they're being paid that money. Think about it, they're able to pay these people multi-million dollars for stupid shit and still make profit. Don't you tell you how much money we the people are spending on sports and movies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Therefore,
Some
that's
of the
our
sports
fault.
people, I say no because when they finally get time to retire, their bodies ache. But they do it for the
It
show
doesn't
of
even,
people.
well, it doesn't even matter about that because most of the fucking athletes who ever retire are so full of fucking debt they actually retire and they're completely fucked.
Well, that's
That's
from Marshawn Lynch. He was fucking smart.
Well, yeah, he
Or
didn't
Magic
spend a
Johnson.
fucking dollar.
No, and he's still not spending any of his money.
That's
He
what I'm
still has
saying.
endorsement.
Yeah.
And he retired at 29,
But I'm talking
so
about
he
the
doesn't
ones-
have to ache and all that.
But I'm talking about the ones that lost all their endorsements because they did something stupid.
Yeah.
And then they went off and bought some like $2 billion mansion
Yeah.
for why? Yeah, so that's they end up getting
Well, that's why
fucked
I'm
in the
yes
end.
and no. There's some people that are way too overpaid, and then sometimes there's some that are I think are decently paid for what they do.
But like I said, I don't think any of them are overpaid. I mean, it's their job.
Yeah.
They get their money from fans.
Yeah.
If a fan thinks that they're paying too much, then maybe you should quit buying.
Granted,
shit.
I get more into like actual what the teams pay them as their yearly money, and there's some that get paid way too overpaid and are like little spoiled brats. But there's some that I appreciate, like Elvis Andrews, for example, on my favorite baseball team. He could have when he was time for his contract to come up. He said, "I love playing in Texas, so instead of leaving and making more money, I'm just going to stay with what I make." I respect people like that. The ones that actually are just all they care about is the money, they are overpaid. The ones that don't care about the money, I think they're reasonably paid.
Yeah. Our CEOs pay too much. I
Depends
go
on what they do.
Same thing
Yeah.
as my last answer. I say no because it's all the same thing.
Yeah.
They're not taxed enough. That might be.
That's.
But then
that's
again, that
getting
falls
into
that
whole
falls into
other-
a different thing.
Yeah, let's ignore that one. That one's stupid.
Okay, so-
that one's kind of like the phone thing. It's the stupid users.
Yeah. Do violent video games cause?
Oh, that's the one I was
That's what we were
talking
talking about
about.
skipping. I mean, there's no rule.
Yeah, that one's just like the cell phone thing. It's the users.
Should criticism be taught in public schools?
What the fuck?
Okay, here's the thing. Like, I say
Yeah.
no, but if it's a private school, like say St. Louis here, it's a Catholic school, it's a private school, so they can teach it if they want to. Again,
Wait,
it's-
what do they mean by creationism?
Basically,
God made everything.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking like your creativity. And I was like,
Yeah.
don't we already have that in like
No.
art classes and shit?
No, because they're getting rid of that too.
Yeah,
See,
fuck those people.
the way I think is if you're gonna teach one, teach the other.
Teach both. There's
That's-
no argument about it.
I disagree though. With one thing I disagree with is they're pushing out Christianity, but they're letting all the other religions run in the schools. They need to let all of them run together.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But basically,
Instead of pushing out one and letting
what
everything
they
else
teach
come.
in school right now is basically evolution.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad.
So it should be both, though.
Again,
Yeah.
I'm Catholic, but I'm glad that they teach evolution in school.
Yeah. We need to go back to the freedom of religion. Now it's really not, because now, like me and my mom were talking about this, Christianity is being shunned,
Shoved down.
whereas Jewish Islamic, whatever, all the other religions, they're being raised up. No, it needs to be even because that's what this country is built on: is the freedom of religion, freedom of speech. All of it needs to be even.
Oh, I see it differently.
What do you see it as?
I see like Christianity's probably be more shoved around than.
That's what I'm saying. It's being like
No, not like.
oh, you mean
What
like
the
more
fuck
forced
is
on
It's being
people?
forced on people.
Oh,
Fucking-
well, see,
okay,
those people
first
that
of
do
all,
that,
hold on.
I
You do
walk
realize
away of.
Catholic is part of the same
Well,
thing
I
as
know.
Christianity.
I know.
Just throwing that out
Oh, yeah.
there.
Yeah, I know. It's the same branch.
Well, I can see where he's coming
So,
from.
no.
There's a little bit of both, because there's also, like, I'm not gonna lie, I've actually had a bunch of messages from people saying, oh, you should convert to this, you convert to this. No, leave me the fuck alone.
The only reason why you think it's Christianity is because Christianity is the dominant.
Main.
Yeah.
So of course you're gonna see more of it. But if you fucking pay attention to what everyone else says, they basically give more leeway
To the other
to the
religion.
other religions. That's
This
what
is-
we're talking about.
This topic is another one kind of like government where I just stay from because everyone has such a full-hearted
Yeah. Like I
opinion
said,
on it
my
that
whole
it
thing
just
is,
is annoying.
shit career shouldn't be taught in public schools. If you're gonna teach one,
Teach
teach
both.
the other.
Yeah, I agree.
That way it's fair.
I
There's
agree.
no fucking arguments on that.
What's next?
Are
Or
computer
beauty
pageants
pageants exploitative.
I'm not getting into that.
Me either, because I don't know nothing
Okay,
about
so
it.
it's English be the official language in the United States. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, because that's what it is already.
I'm surprised it hasn't been. No,
Although-
technically we don't have an official
We-
language.
Well, I know we don't have one, but that's majority of whatever.
Yeah, it should be though.
Yeah.
Should the racing industry be forced to use
Biofuels.
No. Let them
What?
use 85 ethanol.
Oh,
Basically, it's
Make
not
your
really
eyes
asking
tear.
Should they be?
And I'm a big racing person. I love drag racing, every racing. I love it. No, fuck biofuels.
When should parents let teens make their own decisions? We're not getting into that one.
Yeah,
No.
that's not.
Should the military be allowed to recruit at high schools?
Yes.
They did in
They,
our
yes.
school.
Yeah, they did
our
at mine
school.
too.
Well, it's not even that. They've always done it though.
Yeah. Well, it's not really.
It's
Well, they're trying to
recruiting.
put. I get where they're coming from. They're trying to push it out because they say more kids are going into that than they are college or that, which is hey, it helps
Okay,
them for their college.
I would argue for that. Well, yeah, because some of them are going that because they're wanting to pay for college. But here's the other counter argument to that. Either why they're going to the military to pay for college because it's easier to do that than actually pay for college itself by without going to the military.
Shit, I should have went into the military because I'm trying to pay for college out the pocket and it hurts.
Oh, it does.
I can't. That's why I've been out of college for a year trying to pay for it because oh my fucking god, student loans are a pain in the ass.
So no, I agree. It's like they should still be allowed to recruit.
Yeah. But I mean, like ours,
Can
they
we not
basically.
talk about that one either?
No, that with the drinking age thing.
Yeah, drinking age thing, leave it like it is. Stop
Does
changing
age
shit.
matter in relationships?
Yes and no.
Long as it's if you're over, long as it's like within the 2 to 3 years.
Well, no, I'm gonna use what they said off of Parks and Rec.
Was it
half
the
your
half
age
your age
plus
plus
7. There you go. That's the rules. Okay.
As
What
long as,
age,
as long as it's within the 2 to 3 year thing, like it's always been.
what age is appropriate for dating? Your age, half. There we go.
Wait, Mark.
Can we stay out of that other one too?
Hey, Mark. What if
Hold
you're
on,
7?
can I say something funny about the next one about the gay couples thing?
Okay.
You know what's funny? Tommy has a daughter that's lesbian and just had a baby. My sister's lesbian and is pregnant.
It's that water. Yeah.
Let's continue.
Are there benefits to attending a single-sex school? I'm not getting.
I don't
into that.
know. I never did. Mine was public school.
I don't even think we have that here in our town.
Not in
so
our
don't worry
town. We
about
don't
it.
have one of those.
So we don't have any input. Does boredom lead to trouble?
Yes.
No, boredom leads to masturbation.
Which can lead to trouble.
Yeah.
Does participation in sports keep teens out of trouble?
Yes and
No.
yes.
No.
Oh, hold on,
No.
time out. Yes and no.
Oh,
Some
no.
teens have actually been proven. Like I've actually, because I'm a big fitness person. There's some people that were in trouble that when they got into like certain sports and certain bodybuilding stuff, hold on. They got out of trouble. But then there's some that it does. So it depends on the person. There's
I
some
don't know.
people that it does help keep out of trouble at a younger age.
There's a shit
at, hold on,
ton.
at a younger age. But then there's more people. Because there's a guy named I think it's like K-I-E, Kai Green, whatever. He was in juvenile when he learned about bodybuilding. He got into that and it kept him out of trouble and literally saved his life. So I think it depends on the situation and depends on the person.
Yeah.
But there's more people that do get into trouble with it than...
Basically, we're just going to say it's 50-50.
Baylor.
Yeah, exactly. So 50-50.
Well, there's a lot.
That's not
of
there,
other-
yeah,
there's
there's
a lot of other
places.
places. I'm not even a Baylor fan. There's a lot of other places that happens.
50-50.
Moving on.
Okay, is competition good?
Hell
Yes.
yes. Competition is amazing.
Does religion cause war?
Yes.
That's the main cause of war.
Moving on.
Okay. Should the government provide health care? No.
Moving on.
Should girls ask boys out?
Why not?
I don't.
They want to be treated. They want to be treated even. That's one of the even things. Why
Yeah.
not?
What you're saying to me as a guy wouldn't like to be asked out?
I wouldn't mind it. Hey, I've been asked out before. I said yes. So hey, any girl up there, let's go.
It's like one of
I've
those.
been asked that before and I said no.
You're a dick.
Yeah.
No,
We need to get a female's perspective. That would actually probably be a bad thing.
Okay, let's see. Is fashion important?
No.
No.
We're all dudes.
I wear whatever is comfortable. So
Are girls too mean to each other?
yes.
What's the whole thing though? It's
Like,
like you can't have two women in the same room for too long. Girls will start killing each
They're
other.
like beta fish.
Yeah.
Whereas I think more guys just don't give a fuck. Like I know I don't.
no, because what happens when two guys get in an argument, they beat each other up, and then they get over it and they're done.
And then they go have a brew
Then-
together.
Yeah, then they go have a bromance. Is homework harmful or helpful?
Fuck if I know.
I
There's
don't-
one teacher that's going viral about not having homework, and like supposedly a lot of people are backing her up. I don't know.
I think whatever. That's a stupid topic.
Yeah.
Should students be allowed to grade their teachers? No.
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 Mm-mm.
No.
Is the cost of college too high?
Yes.
That's everyone says that. Is college admission too competitive?
No.
I think it depends. Like, no, I don't agree with that. But like, there's some colleges there's no competition to be in there, but then there's some there is. So no.
I think it's
Fuck that.
Unless you're talking about like Ivy League stuff like that.
Oh, the
University
I don't
stuff.
know,
Something I can think of.
Persuasive
Persuasive
easy
essay topics. Droopy pants.
Law is droopy pants. Laws are what the fuck?
Sagging.
Pants on the ground. Pants on the ground. Sorry, looking like a fool.
I like how there's the thing that my teacher.
I'm just gonna
in
say
middle
this
school
though:
talked about
sagging
that.
was invented in prison to let you know you want to be butt raped. So all you guys who sag, thanks for letting the gay people know you want to have their, you know what's in your
I
anus.
gotta Google something because I heard my old coach showed me this and I need to see if it's real or not.
Is it saggy pants?
Nuh-uh.
Kid Cootie?
No.
Cuddy.
So we're gonna watch Kid Cooties?
Cubby. What the fuck is cubby?
Cuddy. Oh, it's basically what the definition for cuddy really is. So, it's something I used to hear a lot, especially back in middle
Like
school.
it was like elephant penis or something. Is what my
Where's that?
Elephant penis.
my fucking coach in my football coach in middle school was getting so pissed off because people kept saying "cuddy" to each other a lot. He goes, "Why do you motherfuckers keep calling each other elephant penises?"
Well, isn't it
What?
like, if I'm correct, a dork is a wealth penis? You're a dork. Well, I know I'm as big as a wealth. That's what your girlfriend said.
It's like, thank you for noticing.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
I don't.
I think he had to spell it right the first time. It was
Okay.
C-U-D.
I don't fucking know.
You're more better at trying to find like Urban Dictionary term.
Oh, right there.
Hey, it's the second link.
Use the Vallejo and the rest of the Bay Area to refer to a friend. Oh. See, that's what people use it as
Dick
now.
bicycle.
What the fuck?
That's where it's trending.
Jigaboo.
Horse dog. Jigaboo's been a thing though.
Have you ever heard of what the angry raccoon
What is
is?
this one? What?
Peasant vision.
Have you heard what an angry raccoon is?
Oh, you can do it without. Okay.
What, angry raccoon?
Yeah, it's Urban Dictionary or angry raccoons kind of like, you know how they have like the Dutch oven and all that? Have you ever heard
Yeah.
of an angry raccoon?
No.
Should I say it on the podcast?
I don't care. What is it?
Okay, I
If
found
it's
this.
bad
on,
enough, I'll
I
censor
found
it.
this. I found this on Instagram, and it's where you're in the doggy position.
Uh-huh.
You stick 2 fingers in her butthole, and whenever you pull it out, and whenever
You-
no, hold on, listen. And when she turns around and looks at you, you take your fingers out and have this shit on it, wrap them or go around her eyes with a really dark, and as she proceeds to chase you, you run out the door and knock over the trash can, and that's an angry raccoon.
What's the point of doing that?
Oh my god.
Doing what? Knocking over the trash can?
No, do it.
Oh.
What the hell?
The trash can.
Yes.
raccoon-
My whole act. What is the point of tossing over the trash can?
Because that raccoon's not over the trash can. Yeah, I don't know. It was on Instagram the other day.
Speaking
I
of-
like how no, go back. Oh, there was
You saw the triple X.
yeah. Oh shit! Why'd you X that out of our conversations, man?
So, speaking of the sex X thing, I don't know how recent that is, but apparently there's a whole thing going around that Amy Schumer is stealing jokes.
She is. I find her really,
Dutch.
really beautiful.
Which
I don't know why. I find her really beautiful. That's just
Who?
my opinion.
Amy Schumer.
I find her.
Apparently
She literally is one of the most
Wow.
gorgeous women I've seen. Not gonna lie.
Apparently, yeah, there's a whole spiel that she was stealing jokes. However, it's also...
I really don't think she's that.
I find her pretty.
No,
No.
Okay, now I know who you're talking about. Yeah, isn't she the one on the Bud Light party?
Yeah. With
Yeah.
Seth Rogen.
Yeah, I don't know. Nah.
Okay. Moving on.
And we're
What the fuck is that thing with his head cocked sideways? Like, what is that? Who is that?
Marcus.
Yep, it's Marcus from Borderlands 2. And Borderlands. And Borderlands.
Okay.
And also Borderlands.
Well,
And he was in Borderlands.
Well, I just figured I've been wondering that, so I picked him out since last time you picked something out of my bookshelf.
Oh.
Oh, he's also from Tales.
And
From the Borderlands. I'm out I'm out of topics right
We
now.
went through those 50 really quickly.
Yeah, well, it's because we did skip.
We skipped like half of it.
I'm not getting into political bullshit.
Well, there was also that 100 something we could have went over.
Oh, fuck. Let's go to the 100 something others.
The 100
Well, we're already hitting like what, 50 minutes?
Nick said he doesn't want an hour because he doesn't like to sit there and
I gotta listen through it. And then I gotta listen through it again so I know when I gotta put it
How
in
about
the
that? You know how to make that really easy? Just don't censor anything. Just play like it is. The people need to know the truth, Nick. This world is too censored as it is. Let the world know the truth.
Don't force the mic!
Let the people know the truth. People are too censored. How about this? There's a topic. This world is too censored. And people get too butthurt about the littlest of things. So humans, as a human race, stop getting butthurt.
Ritterist things. Keep going, George Bush.
The Ritterist.
You're gonna have to fill a dictionary.
Wait, what? I'm
Keep talking.
confused. I just know people get too butthurt about the littlest of things. So people need to stop getting butthurt and just grow a pair and grow some thick skin and stop being little babies about everything. God.
What the? Why are you going to a random number generator?
What are you doing?
Are you just randomly generating a number and look for a question?
Oh, I see what he's saying.
Okay, school should take place in the evenings.
Well, college already does. They have night classes. No.
So,
Yeah, that one sucked. Try again.
Spin the wheel.
86. Good thing it wasn't 69.
teachers should be paid more.
Yes.
Shit, they suck.
Yeah, number
We're gonna get to one, damn it.
56.
56. Go back up. We need more holidays.
No.
Yeah, more work holidays that
Nah.
I get paid for,
No.
so I can do my hobbies.
Do you want to be taxed more?
I'm already taxed enough.
Yeah, but do you want to be taxed more?
More.
I think Christmas in July should be a thing that people get to take off for.
But do you want to be taxed more? That's the question.
Okay.
You want more holidays, you gotta get taxed more, dog. How that?
Hey, look, it's the same question about athletes being paid too much.
Let's give it up.
Yep.
Well, this is a kind of a persuasive essay topics.
Do they fuck? 72. Okay, we're not doing that.
97.
Not doing that one.
Dogs make better pets than cats.
Oh god, here we go. Well, the problem is I think we're all dog lovers here, aren't we?
And cat. Like, I don't mind cats either. I'm both. But here's the thing. I was watching MK Loves to be interesting the other day, and supposedly cats have infected half the world's population with
that
a
brain parasite
brain-eating
thing?
parasite. So yeah,
Yeah, I heard about that too.
yeah,
Good thing we don't own cats.
I do.
You're fucked.
We own too many animals actually, so fuck that.
But do you have a preference, dog or cat?
It just depends.
Like the
Cat to me, cats sometimes, like my cats do some of the more randomest shit that are funny, but the dogs are more like
Cats
Friend.
can be cuter at times,
yes,
but dogs are more loyal.
Okay, here's my
yes,
thing.
I agree with that. I agree
If there's a
with
way
that.
for me to keep the cat as a kitten forever,
Yes.
then yes.
Oh, maybe those Japanese cats.
There is just buy a fake little stuffed kitten.
But I want it to be alive.
Put
Once they
robot
use
shit.
batteries.
For robots to do it.
Make it animatronic.
So like Mark said, get a Japanese cat.
Yeah.
They're all robots.
No.
Have y'all seen that video where it's that Japanese thing that the cat puts a paw out of the box and pulls the coin in, and it shows
Yeah.
the cat just like,
What the fuck?
or the raccoon that steals the cat food. I love that. I don't know why. Let's see. We should provide food for the poor. We kind of
Spying is patriotic.
No, we should populate the moon. Yes, with
No.
moon, with moon people.
You know what's patriotic? Funny Valentine. most patriotic motherfucker ever. Are you looking for that cat video?
Yep. I don't think I ever should see that.
Patriotic Russian cat.
The audio is muted, just to give you a heads up, but just know that he's basically playing the Russian national anthem
Wait.
on his phone. Wait for it.
Now he is.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh,
Oh shit!
Does the cat kill him?
Nope.
What the It's a sleeper agent! He just activated the sleeper agent. Cat versus dog is going to become a real thing now.
No, this is the plot. This is the plot for Dogs vs. Cats 3.
Oh, 3, yeah.
There was
There's a second one to
Yeah,
that movie.
They came out with the second one. I never watched it, but yeah. Best heroes ever.
He never salutes.
Well,
That'd be funny if he starts saluting.
it'd be funny if he just claws the fuck out of that dude's chest. Bitch! What the fuck?
Look at this KFC comic again.
oh my god.
Why is that cat trying to drown that cat? That's so rude.
Because it's evil. There can only be one cat. One
There
true
can
cat.
only be one. Why the fuck are we looking up cat videos?
I don't know.
The people who are listening to this, which is like not many, because I think on the last one we only have like what 10 views.
17.
What? It went up.
I was 12 of those.
And literally, I'm like,
I was some of those.
12 of cup.
and literally, I'm like the only one that has liked it. So yeah. This is
Actually,
why
actually,
we
have you-
can never be famous. No one likes us.
Well, I'm also not putting it out there as much as I should be.
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, who
Be
gives?
famous? I don't want to be famous. I don't want to be my own person. You're talking about a motherfucker that doesn't even use fucking Facebook. That's fucking.
I don't use Facebook either.
What?
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 What? Say what? Wait, where are the kids? Is this Overwatch, Dad?
This is Gumball, I think.
No, we only have 6 views. No, we have 18. We have 18 views. And 1 like. Which
Is this?
You know we're still recording a fucking podcast.
Yeah, but Mark wants to play this in the back for some reason.
Some toxic controllers are out like it. Fuck this shit.
That you're really happy with that.
Yeah.
You haven't keeping up with anything on Crunchyroll, have you?
No. I've been distracted.
We can tell.
So-
Guys, the guy who played Willy Wonka died.
Yeah, he did last week.
Yeah.
This week.
Oh shit, but we didn't have a podcast, so I had to say it now.
So in memory, we're gonna watch Blazing Saddles from front to back for like 20 times.
Fuck that, I'm out.
But it's Blazing Saddles.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Everybody, fuck this shit, I'm out.
So see no evil, hear no evil.
Who that?
They're
both dead.
Instagram added something. Oh, they not. Oh, no. There you go.
You're bad at that. There
Huh.
you go.
I think they had to zoom in now.
Yeah, Instagram added zoom in there.
So, we're done.
No, we shall sit here in silence like the
Aw.
commanders.
No.
Y'all fucking ruined it.
Ruined.
We were supposed to have like a silence part.
Ruined.
I really do not come up with topics. I kept telling myself all this week to write down topics, and I had a good one, but I totally forgot it. And watch, we're gonna stop this, and I'm gonna remember it. We're gonna have to pick it back up. Hey, stop that! No wonder we have nobody who watches us shit.
So on that note,
Fuck this shit, we're out. See y'all next time.
God damn,
Fuck
don't
this-
blow out the fucking mic.
Fuck this shit, we're out. See y'all next time.
Oh, look at
Fuck
that
this
smile.
shit.